All right, party people. What's going on? What's going on? This your man Griff. First thing in the morning here, almost 7 o'clock. Just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit. I know I've been sort of MIA, um, mainly because just working, doing a bunch of signings. I got about 30 something done, or I think we have close to 30 done already. And this is just the 13th. Which is a good pace for me. Just under my $4,000 goal that I would like to have for the first 15 days. I'm a little bit off from that, primarily because there's just a lot of $85 orders out there, and it wasn't a whole lot of 90, 95, or $100 orders coming out. So when I saw that pattern, I just said, okay, I got to take what I can get for what I'm trying to do. So, so I've been busy doing that and helping people. Oh man, and I have to say congratulations to a lot of you out there. You know who you are. I've been hearing, excuse me, the reports. Um, Many of you have been getting your orders and doing closings and stuff, and then many of you have signed up with Groundworks and getting on with that. I was helping a couple of people out, showing them how to do that and everything, how to do the inspections. So it's been great hearing the success. And what warms my heart the most is that many of you are saying now that you're starting to get the confidence. Um, I've been doing some Zoom meetings with people whenever I can, and just going over some of the documents with them and helping them understand things and the small little things people aren't catching, because again, that notary tunnel vision. And then they've been able to like, oh, okay, I see, and making notes. And they're doing great, So the confidence level of hundreds maybe of y'all from what I'm hearing is just increased tremendously to the point to where you are ready to go ahead on and hop out there. And that's the main thing that I really wanted to accomplish with doing this YouTube channel. Um, Not so much brag about money, or try to push products on you and things of that nature. It's about getting the confidence to go out here and do it. And really helping you to understand that you need to have a business mindset, an entrepreneur mindset, and instead of that employee mindset. Because when you try to operate a business with an employee mindset, it makes it difficult for you to recognize sometimes the opportunity that is there. Um, I hear many people talking about they won't do certain jobs because they're thinking that it's not worth their time. But if you don't have any money coming in, you know, you got to do something. And one of the things, see, employees don't understand that there's a cost to doing business. They understand there's a cost to getting a job, the nice outfit, the attache case, making sure your hair is straight, your hygiene, having, a lunchbox so you can have your food there and all of that kind of stuff, or a place that, knowing that you can go get something to eat. So there's a cost of being an employee, but there's a bigger cost when it comes to being a entrepreneur, you know. And sometimes, as Robert Kiyosaki said, entrepreneurs work for free. And one of the things that I notice and I keep hearing is that people are saying, you know, I'm not going to do a $30 order or a $60 order. And I know many of you hear those people in the Facebook groups talking about, I'm not leaving my house unless I'm getting paid 150 and all of that. My problem with that mindset, and it is a mindset, is that many of these people, and I'll have to almost say all of them, you don't have that same energy when it comes to your W 2 job. You're not doing that at your W 2 job. You're not going around telling them, well, I mean, they offer you, hey, we're going to pay you, $22 an hour. I don't hear you saying, well, look, $22 an hour don't cover the true cost of me getting up and coming in here. I mean, for me to get up and come in here, I mean, the pajamas I wear to bed at night to get my rest so I can come in here, the sheets, the toothbrush, the toothpaste, my eggs, my grits, my pancakes, the gas on my car, the wear and tear on my car to drive 45 minutes in traffic to come to this W-2 job is not worth $22 an hour. Now, with the notary business, the goal is 100K, 10 G's a month. Technically, you hit nine G's, 8,500, you're at about 100K. That's where, let me see something. Got to make sure my math is right. It's early. So yeah, so basically 8,500. So if you pulling in 8,500 um a month, you at 102,000. Okay. That's why I'm happy with my 8,000. I'm happy because I'm right there. I'm right there. So here's the thing. I don't think too many people who are doing the notary business is already making $100,000+ a year as a salary. There's probably some people who are doing that, but the average, the majority of the people are not at 100,000, 110, $120,000 a year as their regular main job, and then they're doing notary work. They might be a school teacher that's at 40,000, maybe even 50,000. I was at 80 something thousand, you know, but they're not doing that. So that's why I don't understand why people are acting like I can't do a $60 job. Now, granted, I know you. I'm not saying do a $60 job and you got to drive 3 hours. I'm not saying that, but if it's within the area that you can easily get to, and I do know certain areas in Texas and California can be spread out and the traffic and all of that. But in the beginning, there's some seeds that has to be sown. And if you're unwilling to sow the seeds, then nothing's going to grow. And every person that I've helped out that has gone out there and taken those $30 jobs that I've come across and listened to and heard from other notaries, they doing fine. They're making the money because, as I shared with y'all, as will share with me, they're looking for you doing work. They want to see, are you out here working? If you're a notary that's just sitting back and saying, I'm only going to launch when I see $100 job, but you're passing up $15, $85, $90 jobs that could get you this experience. And at that time, that's what that company's offering. But then you turn around and you do a couple with them, they might have 125, 130 that they're giving you. But you're like, nah, I ain't messing with them. I want to poo-poo on them. And that doesn't make sense. And there's a couple of videos in the description. I think there's a playlist I'm gonna put in there for y'all. I might do one of those little taggy things that pops up on the screen. But in one of the videos, the gentleman said, don't wait to get inspired to do the work. And a lot of you are waiting to be inspired by $100 or $150 before you actually do the work. You should be inspired to do this work. And when the opportunity comes to do it, then you go out and do it. But a lot of you saying, well, I ain't doing it until. I'm telling you, just get out here and do it. Your mindset has to change. That's why I put those videos in the description, that playlist. And if you notice, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I have these books over here. Because here's the deal. I don't care how great this business is, this industry of being a notary, loan signing agent, whatever, whether you want to do general notary, what, until you do these two things here, until you do those, till you get this straight, you're not going to be truly successful. And you might have a hot start, but you're not going to be able to maintain it and sustain it long term. Because I hear people trying to talk about taking shortcuts, and it's like people, here you, if you're a person talking about making $100,000 or more in this business, and you're out here marketing yourself and doing this, that, and the other, to me, I might just be wrong, but to me, you need to have an LLC. A lot of people are like, well, no, I'm gonna just do a sole proprietor, or I'm gonna do 1099. But then there's a chance at some point in time you're gonna have to switch that over to a LLC. And people, well, once you get there, once you make the money, then okay, well, to me that's doubt. I'm just being real with you. That's doubtful. Well, it's really, well, you might not make it. I mean, you can, but you might not. So don't invest in doing that until you know for sure, definitively, that you can. Nah, the moment I the moment I understood the concept of being a notary signing agent, doing mortgages, that every single daggone house out here that has a mortgage on it has to get closed with a notary. And there's 67 houses in this here neighborhood where I'm at. Man, please. 100K, if you work this thing right, is easy. And if 100K is what people say that you need to really be making before you get a LLC for tax purposes, then let me just go on and get that going, because I'm going to be at 100K. I did 53 part time. Can't tell me I can't do 100K full time. The only way I wouldn't be able to do 100K in 2021 is if something major happened with the industry. Something really would have to change and all of that. But then at the same time, I'm building relationships trying to trying to get the buyer side. I'm building relationship with some direct people. Sometimes that's a little scary for me. Y'all know how, I have little shivers when some of them direct folk, because they be trying me. But I'm doing that. I'm facing my concerns, and things are getting better in that arena. I like signing services, because that some of that interaction I don't have to deal with, and just being transparent. The reason why I get a little concerned about the direct is because it's that office environment mindset. When you're working with people who are direct, majority of the people are just employees who work for a business owner. And some of those interactions, long term can be like, because my mindset is not being an employee. My mindset is like, okay, I'm trying to get in here, get this. What do you need done? And I'm not into the smooths and water cooler talk and all of that. That's why I like the signing service for my personality, because it's like, okay, just tell me what you need done. I get it done. I don't have to sit here and try to build a personal relationship with you and all of that. I don't have to do all of that. I just send me the order. Yes, I'm available. Thank you. Got it. You sent me the check, and I'm going on about my business. And I've never been one, even though I'm very personable, but it's like my my ability to be personable and the office environment, for whatever reason, that's not me. Okay, that's not me. Um, so that's why I get a little concerned, because I don't want to get pulled into a lot of office politics and all of that. And I hear a lot of people say, they like going to the office and buying donuts for people. No, that's not me. All right, you got your own money, buy your own donuts. Okay, that's just not me. So that's why I get concerned. But I can easily make $100,000 in this. So I'm stepping out on faith. And again, I'm not saying that you need to do an LLC, but what I'm saying is, if your goal is that, then to me, as soon as you really start making money and you see how to make money in this, and you got the right relationships where the opportunity for you to hit that mark is there, you need to go ahead on and set up the right business entity. Talk to a tax accountant. I'm not giving I have to just say, I'm not trying to give you legal advice. I'm just talking about practicality from the standpoint of so many people have hopped on to YouTube saying, well, the reason why you need to start an LLC, or the only reason why or the reason why you don't need to start an LLC because you're not at a certain financial point. But what I'm saying is, if your goal is to be at a certain financial point, and you're trying to have the 5 and 6 and 7 streams of income, which can get you to that certain financial point quicker, then what you need to do is make sure you go ahead on and be poised to start that correct business entity for the right protection, business wise and tax wise, instead of waiting. You don't want to sit here and say, okay, yeah, I hit 100K, if that's the magic number I keep hearing. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna see how long I'm gonna be at 100K. Just go ahead on and do the due diligence now, so that when you're in the thick of things, you're not getting blindsided by, oh man, the end of the year, in the tax year, and I done made 116,000, and you don't hit another tax bracket, and you don't have the right tax designation for your business. So get with an accountant and all of that. But my thing is, up here, that business mindset got to, you got to get that business mindset, people. An employee mindset, you're nickel and diamond. As a business, you're looking at the bottom line. I need to make this amount. What do I need to do to make it? And some of the videos you're going to see down, you listen to down there, like Robert Kiyosaki always says, poor people say, I can't afford it. Rich people say, how can I afford it? How can you afford this? So, like I said, don't wait till, based on one of the, don't wait to get inspired to do the work. Just go out there and do it. And the inspiration for some is, when I get paid 150, then I feel it's worth it. But you done spent $2,000 on equipment. That in and of itself has inspired me. I done spent this money on this equipment. I'm getting out here and I'm going to go make some money and start get my return on investment back. And one of the things I also like, in one of the videos, it says, what am I doing? What am I doing with now? A lot of people are worrying about the past, and they're looking too far into the future, but they're not doing anything now. So you're bragging about, I'm gonna be at $100,000, but what are you doing now to get there? Well, I ain't taking that job. I ain't taking that order, and you don't even realize that they can feed you 75, 80 orders in a year, but you're like, nah, I ain't doing that. Why not? What are you doing now toward the 100K? What are you doing now for that big business? What are you doing? And it's about what you're doing right now. So when you listen to these top notary trainers and you really look at them, what are they doing now? And they're doing stuff now. They're doing stuff in the evenings, in the mornings, and all of that. And it's trying to teach us. They're trying to teach us, but a lot of us are still stuck in the employee mindset. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. And that's why I said, some of the stuff that you're saying, and again, this morning, I'm just talking, y'all. I'm just talking. I'm not trying to be, profound or anything. You don't do that to your W-2. You don't. When your W-2 job says we're going to pay overtime, you don't sit there and say, oh, that overtime ain't worth it. You don't. That ain't worth it. If I do the overtime, you looking at, shoot, okay, yeah, they're going to take money out of taxes, but I'm still going to have something, you know? So, and then you find a way, you convince yourself in your mind that after taxes and this and that, okay, well, they're going to pay us overtime. It's something. is something, you know. I want y'all to succeed, but you can't be listening to these people on all these other social media groups that's talking smack about what they won't do for this amount and that amount. If you're a business owner and you for real, you got to think different. That's the main reason why I really started this channel, was to get your minds in the right perspective. Because some of these other YouTubers, what they're promoting is me from the standpoint of, what I'm getting, and bragging about, okay, I made this amount of money, but did they really build a relationship long term? And I'm seeing too many pigeonholing where it's just like, I'm only going to do loan signings. And I hear people talk about all the time, you need to have 7 streams of income. I don't doubt that, but I got general notary, loan signing, e-notary, the depositions, and house inspection. And a house inspection said, well, because I'm a notary, that's the reason why they picked me. So I got five. I got 5 streams of income just off of notary. YouTube, YouTube, you can make money off of YouTube, but the time and effort that you really have to put into it, to me, with them taking 30% of your money, they taking 30%. That's higher than some of y'all for tax brackets. So hear me out now. You're talking about you won't do a $30 job or a $60 job, but you want to do YouTube, and they taking 30% of what you bring in, whether it's super chat or whatever them ads, they taking 30%. I can make more money just doing my notary. You get what I'm saying? So mm, that don't jive too well with me. I'm like 30%. Mm, nah. But at the same time, you got to keep in mind, the more people do for you, the less they want to pay you. If you want somebody to do a whole lot for you with these jobs, it's like, well, they're gonna pay you less. And that's what a W-2 is. A W-2 is, oh, we got your benefits for you, we got your 401k, we got all this stuff for you, and we're gonna pay you $15 an hour because we're doing so much for you. All you really got to do is just come in here and work. This is really not a whole lot for you to do. All you got to do is just get your butt up in the morning and get here on time. And everything else is laid for you. So what else is there? So why do we need to pay you $25, $30 an hour when we have done all of the hard work for you? But as an entrepreneur, that's different. And that's why I want y'all to understand. You need to start shifting your mind. Stop thinking of this as a W-2 environment. You want these direct clients to look at you as a business owner, conduct yourself, have that mindset. If the people you're dealing with aren't there, you just gotta leave them alone. Okay. And like I said, I'm just talking here, y'all. I'm hoping this is inspiring and comforting to some people, because, and I'm really being tamed because there's really a lot that I want to say about some of the stuff that I've heard. And I don't want to seem like I'm ranting and being overly negative. But I'm just getting tired of people who have no business savvy, and they come across with a particular energy that makes you think that they're believable when they're really not, you know. And I keep hearing, well, man, I heard that you can't do this, or that don't do this with SnapDots, don't do this with this company. And then I hear a couple of days later, no, that ain't right. So people are just flat out lying. And unfortunately, people, They're in this business, and we got to remember that people are shysters out here. And you talking about taking a person who's had an employee mindset for the last 15 years, who's only probably made $2 or $3,000 a month, in some cases less than that, and then you put them into the position of entrepreneur with the potential of making 5 to 6K a month. And if their mindset wasn't right when they was at 1,500, 2 grand a month, they don't automatically switch over to being the right mindset as an entrepreneur. It takes time. It's taking me time. My wife could tell you it's taking her time. It's been a 3-year journey for her to really fully switch over to an entrepreneur mindset. When she first left her job, she approached her business like, okay, from a W-2 standpoint. And she learned real quick. And I had to sit back and watch. I mean, there was things I wanted to share with her, but I knew she had to learn for herself. And then I was just right there in case something came, which I knew she wasn't going to fall or fail, but I just had to be right there for her through the whole thing. And that's what I want to do for y'all, because this is more than just, okay, well, I'm getting my thing and I'm stamping my thing and I'm getting paid. Yo, man, I got money to buy me a boat and all that kind of stuff. No, this ain't about flossing. This here notary business, if it's done right, can garner you some serious coins. But your mindset got to change. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I'm just right now, I'm just trying to talk to y'all like I would if we was face to face. Okay. No fanfare, no flash, no fancy stuff. Just talking like, hey, you got to get your mind together. Okay. You got to get them negative people from around you. And I have to say, if you're in certain social media groups that are just talking smack and being negative and can't prove any of what they're saying, you may have to bounce out of them things, you know, um, and get around some people and some organizations. Sometimes you just have to be by yourself. Because honestly, I believe a lot of y'all have the right idea and the right mindset, but you're conflicted because there's these strong-willed persons, these strong personality people out there who are coming across so definitive, like, no, this is the way it's done. And you don't know whether that's right or wrong. And you're like, well, it sounds right. So, okay, I guess I'll do it because I don't have any way to prove my theory is correct. And then you find out after you done missed out on stuff, oh man, they was wrong. And I don't want that for y'all. I really don't. Don't want that for y'all. I want y'all to succeed. So listen to those videos I got down there in my description that might pop up in the thing here if I figure out how to do all that. And you'll understand me. You read these books here, you'll understand me. That and that's why I keep saying I think differently. And as you look at those videos, to be a true entrepreneur, you have to think different. Don't think that just because you've been an employee or a highly successful employee that qualifies you to be in the right mindset. Know what I'm saying? That qualifies you to be in the right mindset of an entrepreneur. It can help, but once you're in it and it's all on you, it's different, way different. See a W-2, you're like, okay, well, they getting on my nerves. I just walk away from this W-2 and go get me another W-2. But when you have a business and that business is supposed to be your baby, you just can't walk away from that. No, 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 no. You can't just walk away from that baby. No. That's like somebody else's kid. Okay, well, I'm babysitting, but this kid is a terrible child. I'm out. But when you have your own kid, you can't just walk away. Being a babysitter versus being a parent is two different things. And that's how I look at this business, this entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneur, you are the parent of that business. As a W-2 employee, you just a babysitter. You babysitting somebody, some business owner who's so big that I can't do it all. So I need some babysitters, babysitter secretary, babysitter trash taker outer, babysitter coffee maker, babysitter whoever. You got all these babysitters in this. I mean, that's really what you are as a W-2, is a babysitter. But as an employer, I mean, as an entrepreneur, you are the parent and you get to call the shots. So get these books over here, y'all. Look at the videos down there. Like I said, this your man Griff. I'm just talking to y'all this morning. Um, and again, congratulations to each and every person who has been getting them signings and going out there being successful. If you need me, call me, um, email me. I put the link down there in the thing for you to email me. When you email, please also include your phone number so I can give you a call. Because I will call you. A lot of times when I get people's contact, emails and stuff, I'm driving, so I don't feel I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of texting while I'm driving. So I'll just give you a call. There's nothing cryptic about me. I just give you a call. Hey, what's going on? How can I help you out? Some people just want to talk, and just share, some of their experience of what they've been going through, and I'm more than willing to listen to that. Okay. So um hit me up, and I'll do everything I can to be there for you. All right. Y'all have a good morning. Peace.